Alright, so last night I dropped a video on how Neon and Jack Doherty had one of the lamest fights I have ever seen on the internet. That fight was seriously lacking testosterone. It was like two chihuahuas going at each other behind a mountain of bodyguards. So if you haven't seen that video, you gotta watch that one first. But what I didn't expect was going to happen was some type of consequences. And it turns out that they have both been banned on Kick. Now, there might be another reason for that, because one thing that slipped through the cracks is that Jack Doherty actually assaulted a minor a couple days earlier. So first, we'll take a look at the assault that he did against the minor, and then we're going to analyze the kick ban and try to get to the bottom of this.
Pussy, what's up, pussy boy?
I'll rock you in the face.
What's up, pussy boy?
Don't touch me. Don't even do it. No, James! James, don't touch me. Don't touch him. Back away. No, James, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. James, you put your hands on me. You put your hands on me.
Imagine being that sensitive. You're 20 years old, you're surrounded by bodyguards, and here comes this 12, 13-year-old kid, and he's calling you a pussy boy, and you think that's a reason to go attack him? What the hell is wrong with you? Gosh, Jack Doherty is just such a beta cuck. It's unbelievable. It's like, it's just words. They're not going to harm you. Why do you have to resort to violence when you're surrounded by security guards? You don't have to do anything. But he has a chip on his shoulder. I guess he has something to prove. So he decided, you know what? Let me start beating up children. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He absolutely refuses to fight anybody his own age or of fighting age in the first place. But as soon as he gets an opportunity to knock out a kid, that's when he's going to go do it. Yeah. Like I said, man, him and Neon are the biggest bitches on the planet. They're unbelievably spineless. Let's take a look at the ban situation. So it reads, Neon and Jack Doherty banned on Kick after fighting each other during event. Following the altercation, Neon and Jack Doherty have been banned on Kick. Their profiles on the streaming platform are no longer accessible and shows the typical 404 error message, oops, something went wrong, we can't find the page you're looking for. Despite the exact reason not being provided, various fans have claimed that this is due to them violating the violence policy as part of Kick's community guidelines. It states there is no deliberate, real-world excessive violence allowed on Kick. Neon has not commented following the ordeal, but Doherty has made several posts to his Twitter X account. One of them shared a clip of Neon that said, I will be taking that money and you will be going down, my brother. To which he responded, bro talking about trying to sue me. This is the second time you say this lie defaming my name when you know it's not true. Two can play at that game, bro. He then added that it's not the first time he does that. The first time you apologized to me, you got nothing to actually say about me, so you are spreading lies. You know nothing about me. Now, what's really hilarious is that Jack Doherty then went on a little spree on Twitter, just posting a bunch of nonsense to make himself feel good. This was the first one. He said, they realized they ain't built for this. Jack Doherty trying to sound hard is just laughable. I mean, both of you guys are not street thugs. You're just some little rich kid that has a bunch of security guards that do all the heavy lifting for you. Anyways, the next one was even more ridiculous. He says, Neon has no income for a week and I make money regardless. And people reminded him that you got banned too. You didn't win anything because you got banned as well. Your account is not able to post for, turns out that it's a week, which is ridiculous. Kick really needs to do something before the platform becomes even worse, if that's even possible. Now, this one's pretty funny. He says, you cozy back there, ha ha ha. And that is pretty hilarious because it's true. Neon looks like a twerp hiding behind two security guards, a massive beta, but it's nothing compared to the picture we'll take a look at in just a moment. So Jack Doherty kind of had a good point there, but just wait a second. Neon didn't get a single hit on me. His security did all the work. I punched his security and knocked the glasses off Neon's face. Y'all haters are tripping, Lamau. And people are just saying, you're still going. No one cares. Imagine thinking winning against Neon in a fight is a W. Jack would probably brag about being able to outrun a paraplegic. That one is really accurate. I mean, this guy will never stop flexing, even when the thing he's flexing about makes him look lame. Now, feeling that the internet was turning on him and ridiculing him, Jack did the only thing he knows how to do, which is flexing his wealth. And he says, I'll always be on top. And then he's showing all his cars. And then someone in the comment section posted the most beautiful picture I've seen all week. Were you on top after this? Oh my god. The security guard is manhandling him like he's a baby. He looks like a tiny toddler compared to the real men there. It's unreal. He's literally carrying him like a baby. And this picture is not photoshopped. This is an actual screenshot of while they were quote unquote fighting. Absolutely unreal. I mean, how do you recover from that? I mean, that was so brutal and savage. If I were Jack, I would just delete my Twitter account right now because you cannot recover from a burn like that. It's like, dude, how are you pretending to act tough when you're literally getting manhandled like a child? Unbelievable. Now, before we wrap up the video, I want to read a couple of your comments because there's one thing that I failed to consider is the security guards are just as lame as the people they're protecting. Mary Carter said, how embarrassing it must be for these grown men guarding these little nitwits that they have to follow their orders. They better be getting paid very well or it's not worth it. And that's a very good question. How much are these security guards getting paid to follow orders from Jack Doherty and Neon? I know Neon probably doesn't have that much money to pay the security guards. Jack can probably afford it because Jack has been taking advantage of young girls, turning them into OF workers and taking most of their money. So I'm sure he can afford a decent paycheck for a security guard, but at what price would you do this type of work? And another user said, I think the security guards are pretty pathetic to just work for them clowns. And another user said, these bouncers need to be arrested for public disturbances. They know better than to let their employers break the law. I'd sue. And I have to agree because a lot of times the security guards are actually the ones starting the trouble. Like when Jack Doherty was in the mall, the security guard assaulted an elderly man. And it happens all the time where the security guards get nuts and they start the fight. So they need to be held liable. I don't know how much Jack and Neon are paying them, but it's certainly not worth getting bossed around by the two biggest douches on the internet. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Eventually, it would be nice to hit 10,000 subscribers, and I can do it if I have your help. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.